Welcome back, coin enthusiasts. Today, we're diving into something exciting, the 1969 Washington quarter dollar coin, specifically the one with the D mint mark and in circulated condition. Now, you might be thinking, what makes this coin so interesting? Well, stick around, because we're about to uncover the details that could make you see this quarter in a whole new light. And who knows, after this, you might start looking through your coin collection a little more closely. Before we get into the nitty-gritty of the 1969 quarter, let's talk about why any coin's value can be so different from the one you might find in your pocket. It all comes down to a few key things: mint marks, coin condition, and rarity. First up, mint marks. If you've ever glanced at the back of a quarter, you probably noticed a small letter near the bottom. That letter, that's the mint mark. It tells us where the coin was made. In the case of the 1969 Washington quarter, if you spot a D on the coin, it means it was minted in Denver. But here's the kicker: mint marks can seriously affect a coin's value. You see, certain mints produced coins in smaller quantities, which makes those coins rarer and often more valuable. The three main mint marks you'll see on U.S. coins are P for Philadelphia, D for Denver, and S for San Francisco. But not all mint marks are created equal, especially when it comes to rarity. For example, a coin minted in Denver might be common, but a coin from San Francisco could be more rare and, as a result, more valuable. Let's take it a step further. In some years, only certain mint marks are produced. For example, the 1937 S Washington quarter, which is known for being produced only in San Francisco, is rare and highly coveted by collectors. On the flip side, some years saw all three mints producing the same coin. In the case of the 1969 Washington quarter, Denver produced the D mint mark, which is actually more common compared to the San Francisco S or Philadelphia P mints, making it not as valuable as some other coins out there. But that doesn't mean you should overlook it. Sometimes the simplest coins are the most interesting once you dig deeper into their history and context. Now, let's talk about something that might be a bit trickier to understand: coin condition. You might think, it's just a quarter, it's all the same, right? Well, not quite. The condition of a coin is a huge factor in determining its value, and this is where things get a little more complicated. When we talk about a coin's condition, we're really talking about its wear and tear. A coin that's been in circulation for decades, like our 1969 quarter, might have noticeable scratches, discoloration, or other signs of age. These wear marks directly affect how collectors and numismatists view the coin's condition. A well-worn coin, especially if it's missing important details like the design or date, is considered to be in a lower grade. But here's where it gets interesting. Coins can be graded on a scale from 1 to 70, with 70 being a perfect coin, almost like it just left the mint. A coin in near perfect condition with very little wear can fetch a much higher price. For example, if your 1969 quarter is graded high, say, in the 60s or above, it might be worth more than just a few dollars. Even a circulated coin can have value, depending on how well preserved it is. The grade takes into account the clarity of the design, the luster, and how much wear has affected the coin. The more wear and tear a coin has, the lower the grade it gets, and consequently, the less it's worth. If you have a 1969 quarter that's been passed through countless hands, it's likely to be in lower condition, which means its value is lower. But here's the thing: even coins in worn condition still hold value because of their age and historical significance. A coin doesn't need to be pristine to be valuable, but the condition will play a major role in determining how much you could sell it for. And here's where things get really interesting. The 1969 D Washington quarter dollar that is sold for up to $95,000. Yes, you heard that right. Of course, finding a coin like that is like finding a needle in a haystack, but it shows just how valuable certain coins can be when they're in rare condition. When you look at the 1969 quarter, while it may not reach those mind-blowing prices, certain variations and conditions of coins can absolutely surprise you. Let's circle back to the 1969 quarter itself. As we mentioned, this is a circulated coin with a D mint mark, meaning it was minted in Denver. Because this coin is from a time when millions were produced, it's generally not considered rare. However, some 1969 quarters, especially those in great condition, are worth a bit more than face value, especially for collectors looking to complete their set of Washington quarters. But what if you find a 1969 quarter in uncirculated or near perfect condition? Well, if that's the case, you could be looking at a higher value, especially if it's in a professional grading range of MS65 or higher. A coin that's never been circulated and is in excellent condition has a much higher chance of being sought after by collectors, and the value could go up based on that. Even with a D mint mark, collectors pay top dollar for quarters that are pristine or in excellent condition. At the end of the day, whether you have a 1969 Washington quarter or something older and rarer, mint marks and coin condition will be your biggest clues to figuring out how much it might be worth. So, take a closer look at the coins you have. There's a whole world of value hiding in your pocket change. So, if you have a 1969 Washington quarter sitting around, don't overlook it. Take a look at the mint mark, the condition, and the overall where it shows. Maybe it's just a common coin, but maybe it's one that's been preserved well enough to give you a little extra cash or spark an interesting conversation with fellow collectors. And who knows, you might just have something more valuable than you think. Thanks for hanging out today and diving into the world of coin collecting with me. If you've learned something new or just find this stuff fascinating, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe for more, and leave a comment below letting me know what coins you're currently collecting. Until next time, happy hunting for those hidden treasures in your collection.